Jaylen, was that something you thought was coming, and getting a new contract, and how do you feel?
You know, it's always something you dream about, but you know, I didn't know if it was gonna. I didn't know it was gonna come this soon. I'm grateful I did.
Jaylen, you know, it wasn't easy for you when you came in as an undrafted free agent. What was the key to go from a UDFA to a guy that's now getting paid and has RB1 status for the team?
I guess just working every day. I never looked toward the future. I always stayed present in, you know, that moment, and whatever, you know, panned out for me. That's whatever panned out.
How does it feel to know this team has bought into you like this?
It's a great feeling, you know. Knowing they have my back, I'm gonna do what I can to have their back, and yeah, I'm blessed.
It's not going to take the chip off your shoulder, is it?
No. If anything, it's gonna add more chips.
Do you still feel you have a lot to prove to
Yes.
people who are saying he's not really a number one?
Yeah, I do it for my loved ones. I do it for the people who do believe in me. So it's more so, you know, doing it for them than the naysayers.
Jaylen, what's different about your game at all this year, do you feel?
I guess it's the same as previous, just enhanced. You know, I love the way I play. I don't think I'll ever. That's why I play the sport, because of the physicality, and I just love playing that way.
Was there anything different you wanted to show everybody this year, being the top guy as opposed to other years?
Nah, just know that I can ball. You know, love playing ball.
Jaylen, you said something you hoped would happen, but like when they drafted Caleb, you know, like there's some people, maybe not in this group, but hey, that guy might be the guy down the road. You didn't have a future. Your future status wasn't locked up at that point. Were you concerned that like that?
No, I wasn't concerned. Like I said, I stay present in my moment. You know, my lane. I was glad we got Caleb. You know, he's a baller. The more weapons, the better for the team, and that's how I always moved. You know, growing up, whatever. So, you know, I'm glad it happened for me, and I hope it happens for everyone on this team.
TJ joked that it'll allow you to recoup some of that money that you might have gotten fined your first couple of years for a block.
Oh yeah. Worked out, I guess.
Jaylen, is there extra juice to that this deal got done? I mean, before week 1 and before this whole season, does it give an extra juice maybe to this season?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You know, there's a saying out there like, whatever you get paid and you kind of get lackadaisical. I look at it as more motivation. Do what I can for the team.
Jaylen, the fumble. Take me through your feelings, your angst about that fumble.
Just got loose with the ball. You know, that's another thing. The team didn't freak out, and you know, I know how they feel. You know, nobody likes a fumble. Nobody wants to be a part of that, you know, environment. So I do what I can to make sure it doesn't happen again.
You didn't freak out either.
No.
Apparently.
You kind of itching to get out there.
You can't freak out.
You kind of itching to get out there and show what you can do because you haven't done much in the preseason.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, I've been waiting for week 1, and I'm excited to go ball.
Jaylen, you've probably played 50 games in the NFL, but haven't started one yet. What does that say to you when they come to you and want to extend you, even though?
Like I said, it's extra motivation for me. Knowing what they think or what they feel I bring to the team, it just gives me extra juice to do what I can to help them.
Jaylen, I think Arthur Smith said he didn't get Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf to play the wishbone. He is suggesting that he'll throw the ball a little bit more this year. Do you feel like that, what Aaron does in the quick passing game and the way this offense is going to look, is going to highlight your skill set even more than it has in the past?
Yeah, it could. Yeah, I'm excited to witness that too, though.
Jaylen, today's the captains were named. Is it when you have a 4-time MVP quarterback? Is that easy to pick a captain?
Yeah. The pen was writing Aaron before I could even think of what I was going to write.
Why is that, Jaylen? How has he led you guys?
Just very transparent. He gets a lot of character too. You know, he's a coach and a best friend, all in one. And you know, you couldn't ask for more from a quarterback.
Jaylen, when you saw them let Najee go, and knowing the climate in the league, the way they don't pay running backs, did you think when you signed a tender that might be the last year?
I mean, I try not to think like that. Whatever happened. Like I said, if I'm practicing Tuesday, I'm focused on Tuesday. Practicing on Thursday, I'm focused on Thursday. You know, and then whatever happens after that.
Jaylen, is there a part of you that wants, Mike, when you talk about Naj a lot, he would every once in a while use the phrase bell cow, right? Like you need a guy that's going to get the rock 20, 25 times a game. You haven't had that responsibility yet, but are you sort of A, do you want
ready.
that to happen? I mean, like you've done that previously in your life. It's not like that's never happened.
Right.
That's something that you want to show people, that you can be an every down guy.
Yeah. Not necessarily show people, just to, I guess, prove to whoever is, doubtful in that I can do it, because I know I can, and see the opportunities.
Is that what all the conditioning goes into to prepare yourself to have that kind of role?
Yeah, 100%.
Jaylen, when you think about your journey from JUCO to now, I know you still have the chip on your shoulder, but what are the emotions for you?
Oh, it's surreal.
Is it like
it's surreal.
is it, even though you have the chip, is it like, hey, I put in all this work and I made it moment, even though you were down to that whole time?
Yeah, I could go forever on that topic, but yeah, it's surreal. It's what, everyone who goes to JUCO, it's what they dream about, being in a situation like mine. And so I hope I can, be the one to look up to when you're in those hard situations in JUCO. Every time I, hear a JUCO product, it's like extra respect for them, because that life is not hard, or that life is not easy. And, kudos to them.
Jaylen, do you still talk to any of those guys from
Yeah.
the JUCO days?
Yeah, I
What
do.
do they say?
I mean, they're proud of me. I hit them, I still talk to them. I hit them, when I found out. So yeah, those are my boys, because, got it out the mud together. Although we're not in the same spot, they're doing their thing, whether that's, even though it's not football. And so, yeah.
Coach Peterson from your days at Snow said you were short and pudgy when you came in to JUCO.
Yeah.
How did you kind of grow into your frame, and when could that short and pudgy kid ever imagine getting $17.5 million?
I knew I had to change something about my game, because throughout my JUCO experience, the coaches were real enough with me to say, if you made these changes, you could be something. And I took that to heart, and it's gotten me to this point.
Yeah, with the preparation, that's what training camp's for. That's what preseason's for. Get all the little bugs and jitters out. So, yeah, I'm ready to go.
What specifically gives you that confidence right now?
Just being here, just being blessed to still be on the team, having the opportunity, just things like that. I just never try and take all that for granted. So, I just try and come prepared.
Does it feel any different this week?
No, not really. Not for me. It's just the first of many to come. We got a long season ahead, so, we just try and do what we can in this week and then move on to the next. So.
Obviously, Aaron going to face his former team. Have you guys talked about that at all?
No. Honestly, he hasn't really made a big deal out of it. I think that's good for us, and even for him, just going in with a clear mind and not having the, I got to do it, just have, I got to be Superman mentality, and, just going in and sticking to our game plan and, just, playing our game.
The game plan is protect Aaron, right?
Protect Aaron and run the football, so we're going to uphold that standard and continue to move on that train. So.
What type of challenge does Will McDonald present to you guys?
Will he's a great rusher, man. Very savvy, very elusive, very bendy, very twitchy. So, you just got to put hands on him. You get hands on him, and that's really about it. So,
you guys came out together. Did you know him?
No, not really, but I played him last year, so I played against him before.
You don't have a ton of starts on that side. Troy doesn't have a ton of starts on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are concerned about that. Have you heard any of this from outside the building?
Oh, no, I ain't worried about it. Like I just said, I ain't been on social media in I don't know how long, so I really ain't been too much worried about that. Yep. Oh, yeah, Justin's my guy. I already done talked to Justin. We're going to catch up when I touch down in New York, though, so it'll be good to see him.
I think that Jack is going to be another guy that is going to be someone I'm excited to see out there, and we're going to have a good year on special teams. I'm excited for it.
Cool.
Miles, as young guys come to special teams as a captain, what do you tell them about the importance of their role on this team?
Well, I don't think I have to stress after cuts how important their role is on the team. I think that day makes it very clear just how volatile this whole process is. And, I think when guys go out there and they see just how many guys make up an NFL team, it can be kind of a shock. It doesn't seem like it's enough. And so I don't have to express the urgency of it. But as far as special teams goes, being bought into that team collective and understanding that here we have to have each other's back, You might not get as much glory as offense and defense, sure, but the game still hangs by the balance all the same.
It's not the first time, but what is that reaction like when you find out you're captain again?
Like I was just explaining, I'm completely humbled. You know, I don't take anything for granted. Just because I was voted captain once, I don't think, okay, I'm going to get it again. It's a completely different team this year. We've had a lot of turnover. And so I think that the guys felt comfortable voting me special teams captain because they understand how serious I take special teams. I love it. It's the reason why I'm here. And I want to make sure that everyone who's on the unit loves it, or at least pretends to, as much as I do.